Thanks. There's no change. I'm practically his wife. Couldn't they tell me any more than that?
Well, if there's no change, that's all they can say. Do you want to go back to the hospital? I'll go with you if you like.
No, Marie's going. Couldn't face going back. You going again?
Yeah, tonight. Barry's mum will be there this afternoon.
She must have been out of her mind.
She was. Mind you, she was all right when we found out it was only...
Only Terry.
Sorry. Michelle.
What?
When we got told one of them was going to be in intensive care, well, I just kept praying it was Terry, not Barry. It's been on my mind.
I know. I kept praying it was Barry and not Terry.
Shall I make a cup of tea?
I didn't get where I am today by buying presents in the firm's time.
Sorry.
I was only joking. Who's it for?
A friend of mine.
Oh. A male worth spending money on. Lucky you.
It's a rather mature male, I'm afraid.
There's no such thing. Heather, something's cropped up and Erica suggested that you'd be the best person to handle it.
Oh?
Could you come and see me in my office when I get back?
Yes, certainly.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye.
You're joking.
Am I?
Even if he does come round, he's not going to want to talk to you.
Why not?
Because it's talking to you put him there in the first place.
It's your old man's mates who put him in there, love.
They're not his mates, soft Ollie. My husband's innocent.
They always are, love.
He is. Now go away, will you? You make me sick.
I'll be here for a while yet, love.
Oh, yeah. You're always hanging round afterwards. But when it's all happening, you know where to be seen. Where were you when this was going on, eh?
And where were you? I heard you were filling your face with ale.
My God, if you thought there were a couple of pickets, there'd have been a million of you there.
Yes, love.
Message to all miners. Help the police. Beat yourself to death.
Now listen, sweetheart. You don't know the half of it. When this was going on, we were probably picking up the pieces of some kid off the road. Or trying to separate a couple of piss artists from killing each other with bottles.
Or drinking tea down the station.
All right, carry on. But you'll be the first on the phone when your house gets screwed, won't you? That fella there, love, we're not interested in him. Some tuppeny halfpenny cowboy, throw a wobbler, pinching steady bottles. And your fella, love, I couldn't care less. He's in the nick because he got greedy and that's all.
He never did a thing.
Shut it. It's the baddies we want, love. You know, the head the balls with the shotguns. Have you ever seen one of those go off, eh? Have you? Because if you do, you'll be screaming for the likes of me. You know that fella you've just been slagging off. So do me a favour, eh, love, and just shut it.
Okay, I'll give in.
What?
I'll give in.
No.
Oh, I can't hear a thing. Where is it then?
What?
My skeleton.
What do you think is holding you up?
Sheer willpower at the moment. Catherine, where is Vivian?
I don't know.
Oh, come on, you've hidden him.
Why don't you put a thermometer under your tongue? You're obviously delirious.
Come on, he's worth money. Look, come on, someone's moved him. Kate, I'm in no rush. I've got a fortnight to deliver him. I can wait here forever.
I think this skeleton's going to become a bone of contention.
Oh, very good. I haven't heard that one for at least 3 weeks. Let's get them all over with, shall we? You must love the bones of that skeleton. The NHS is getting cut to the bone. Pat, it's a skeleton staff.
Do you mind? I'm trying to read. Spare rib.
And how are you?
I was getting better.
Amazing, isn't it?
Go on, what's amazing with it?
You, the cause of it all. You walk away without a scratch and soft lad upstairs is on an urgent note.
Hardly a scratch. I think that's a slight understatement, Marie.
They should have knocked your block off.
You brought me any grapes?
I'd poisoned them first.
Do us a favour, will you, Marie? Come spread your sweetness and light somewhere else, will you?
All you gonna ask?
Rumour has it that George has appealed against his sentence. He wants life, away from you.
Aren't you even gonna ask about him?
Nobody knows not till he comes out of the coma.
They suspect complications.
Nobody knows anything, Marie.
My God, the damage you've done to my family.
Oh, God.
Petra in an early grave. Michelle's fella practically a vegetable. My husband in prison.
Oh, can't someone get rid of this woman?
I'm staying.
All right, you stay then.
Oh, don't worry.
Oh, no, you stay and listen. You know your Petra. She was still warm in her grave and you were carving up her blood money, sending your kids to private school. And your George is in Nick because that wasn't enough for him. He had to go out and get more money, didn't he? And my best mate, Terry, is lying up in intensive care because we tried to do something. Not like you moaning and groaning about it. We tried to do something for your sticky-fingered husband.
Hiya. Grapes.
Vivian?
Yeah, my skeleton.
Oh, yes. What were you doing with the skeleton, anyway?
I assemble them for students. Enables me to eat. Keeps me from turning into one myself.
Well, I haven't seen it, I'm afraid.
Oh, you sure?
No, it's not something I would forget. These potatoes of yours,
Yeah?
well, they're not very good, are they?
Oh, you probably just got a bad bag, Annabelle. Well, I'll pass in a free bag later.
They've been washed.
Have they?
Yes. Washed and put back in the bag. Well, they may look good, but they rot in no time.
Oh, I'll have a word with my supplier. Well, you haven't seen him then?
Your supplier?
No, Vivian.
Oh, Vivian's a male skeleton, is he?
Yeah.
No, I haven't seen him. How do you know that he's a male skeleton?
The ribs. A woman has an extra one.
Oh, why?
Oh, do you want the biological or the biblical?
Biological.
I haven't a clue. But the biblical, God makes Adam, right? Adam gets fed up playing with himself. I'll rephrase that, playing on his own. God decides to make Eve. Takes a rib out of Adam, makes Eve, but the forgets to put the rib back in Adam.
Oh. So, men have been defective ever since?
And woman just a pleasant afterthought. I'll see you. Oh, Gordon wouldn't have taken him, would he?
Oh, no, I can promise you that.
He was a bit tipsy.
Tipsy or sober, Gordon wouldn't interfere with other people's property. No, I can assure you, in this house, there are no skeletons in our cupboard.
You know, Annabelle, I haven't heard that one for at least 2 weeks. I'll see you.
Bye.
Why should Erica recommend me?
Thanks.
Thank you.
Go on.
Why should Erica recommend me? And for a crucial job?
Well, why not? Heather, before we go on to discuss the job,
Yes?
you and Erica got on well.
Yes.
Why?
Oh, we just did. Can't explain it. We just did.
Then why don't we?
Pardon?
Why don't we get on well?
I wasn't aware that we
Oh,
didn't.
come on, now don't give me that. I confess, Heather, I do have a weird sense of humour, but not so weird that every time I crack a joke, you have to look as if you're getting a tooth pulled. Why can't we have an amiable, relaxed, working relationship just as you and Erica did?
Because you aren't Erica.
Well, there's not a lot I can do about that.
No. Erica helped me a great deal. She taught me a lot. But she wasn't as... Well, she wasn't quite as direct as you.
Directness is a virtue.
Well, if directness is a virtue, it could just be that they're lousy jokes.
Must you?
Half an hour, that's all.
We'll be eating soon.
Oh, all the more reason to do this now.
Fail to see why you have to bring your work home with you anyway.
That landed on my desk today.
So?
£150 for the repair of a faulty pump. Add to that the amount lost in production, since the job was stretched out over 2 days, and you get some idea of the lunacy of maintaining our own maintenance team.
And what can you do about it?
Preparing a paper for circulation to all managers, canvassing support for outside contractors for all maintenance work.
But what about your own men?
What about them?
Will they be out of work?
We're running a business, Anna, not a charity. Have you seen the typewriter, please?
How many jobs are involved?
Have you seen the typewriter, Anna?
Jobs are precious these
Anna,
days.
have you seen the typewriter, please?
In the garden shed.
Oh, naturally. What more logical place to keep the typewriter than the garden shed?
Well, there isn't room to swing a cat round in here.
So I'll give her some back.
George is innocent.
I'll see her. I'll tell her I didn't mean it.
No, I'll see her. I think you've said enough.
You all right?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yes, of course.
The baby?
Fine.
Thanks for that, Mum.
How's Terry?
He's still the same.
Is it true?
What?
There might be some brain damage.
Haven't had a brain to damage, did he?
Poor lad.
How's the gang?
Fine. Karen and your dad are probably coming in to see you tonight.
Thanks.
Oh, yeah, and Damon and Gizmo have been asking after you.
Have they?
They want to know can they use your season tickets. And is Terry likely to be in for the Derby game? Is it all over now, love?
What?
It's McCardle business.
What more can they do to us?
I want you to tell me if it isn't, love, because I don't think I could take much more.
I told you.
I'm not cheering you up like this, am I?
It's over, Mum. Will you come see us tomorrow?
Yeah, I don't know what time. I'll have to go to the clinic.
You went last week.
No, I'll go every week now.
Is anything wrong?
There's nothing wrong. It's you that's in hospital. We want you home again.
See you.
See you.
Hey, Mum. Brings in something decent to read, eh?
Bye, love.
Anna?
You want me?
Yes.
What's that?
Something nasty in the woodshed?
You look as though you've seen a ghost.
Getting warm, Anna.
What is it?
A skeleton.
Oh, Vivian.
Erica tells me that you've never worked on the NSAOS account.
NSAOS? I'm afraid not.
Don't worry. In this case, it is a distinct advantage.
This is important.
Very. At least to our managing partner.
I thought all our accounts were important to the Great White Chief.
Ah, well, he has a personal interest in this one.
So when do I start?
Next week. I'm only mentioning it to you now so that you can clean up your diary for the next couple of weeks.
What about the file?
I'll give that to you tomorrow. I thought he would have finished with it himself by now, but, Right, well, tomorrow afternoon then.
Right, I'll see you and Howard then.
And his wife.
His wife?
She's chairperson or something. See you.
See you?
Oh, Vivian.
I believe that is its name, yes.
Oh, well, you'll want the Galloping Gourmet then. I'll go and get him. Pat!
Yeah?
You're wanted.
Thank you.
Oh, hello, Paul.
Hello?
Oh, you'll have to excuse me. I'm just wrestling something up.
Bone marrow?
Trout with almonds and butter sauce.
Oh, sounds delicious. I suggest you set an extra place.
Hey?
I just met a friend of yours. Looks as though she could do with a good meal.
What?
Vivian.
Oh, Vivian. Well, Vivian's a man, as a matter of fact.
Oh, forgive me. There wasn't exactly a lot of evidence as regards sex.
Where is he?
In my garden shed.
What's he doing in there?
Not a lot, I can assure you.
Gordon.
I beg your pardon?
Oh, Gordon must have moved him.
My son does not interfere with other people's property.
Oh, he was drunk.
Gordon does not get drunk.
Well, tipsy then. He got tipsy and he took a fancy to the skeleton.
Oh. Well, that's rather a catalogue of crime, isn't it? Drunkenness, theft, and necrophilia. My son does not drink. My son does not steal. And his present companion happens to be a young lady with rather more flesh on her than your Vivian. I've looked it up, but it's really rather appropriate. It's a skeleton key.
Oh, Barry didn't mean what he said.
You meant it. It's been a day for home truths for me. A copper, your Barry.
He's upset about Terry.
Oh, Michelle's even more upset.
I doubt it. Oh, Barry just hides his feelings more.
He succeeds.
He's my son, Marie.
How are you?
All right. The baby. Touch wood.
You? Oh, I'm all right. Gotta be.
Is Michelle here?
She can't bear to look at him.
Does George know?
Not yet.
You could have done without this now, couldn't you? You've had your fair share.
Every time Lady Luck's knocked me down, I've got to my feet a bit tougher than before.
Yeah, we can get knocked down once too often.
I always bounce back. I've always had to.
Bob's picking me up if you want a lift.
Oh, no thanks. I've got to go to Betty's to fetch the kids.
I'll take you there.
No, thanks. I've got a few things to sort out. Thanks.
Trout and almonds in butter sauce.
So he said.
Would only give you your heartburn again, Paul.
Oh, it's only a pastry that gives me heartburn, Anna.
Only my pastry.
These potatoes all right?
Perfect.
Tastes a bit strange.
Perhaps it's because your taste buds are full of trout.
I mentioned trout and almonds in butter only because it might be a bit more adventurous than the usual.
Pray continue.
I think we've exhausted that particular topic, Anna.
Oh, I disagree, Paul. You were saying my meals are boring.
Is there any wine?
You were saying my meals are boring.
I was saying no such thing. I simply feel that with a little more time and imagination...
Time? And where do I find the time?
You'd hardly call yourself a hard-pressed housewife, Anna.
No. But there is a life outside these four walls, Paul. Anyway, I happen to pride myself on being a good cook. My meals may be boring, but they are edible. Clothes are clean. The house is spick and span.
Huh.
I beg your pardon.
Spick and span. There's been a skeleton in the garden shed for a week.
And since when has the garden shed been my responsibility?
May we have some wine?
Anyway, you know I don't like cleaning out the garden shed.
Oh.
Full of spiders.
I don't think it's unreasonable for me to expect you to pop in there occasionally and flourish the peridoscopy.
Heather, come in. Thank you.
Spiders, like people, won't stay unless they're made welcome.
Have I come at a bad time?
Huh, of course not. Has she, darling?
What if Terry doesn't get any better?
He will.
He mightn't. Wouldn't you want to get even then?
And end up like him.
He'd look after you. Terry would want you to get even. Come on. Come on, who did it?
Fell off the back of a lorry.
A belated birthday present.
Oh, you shouldn't have bothered.
Why not?
Would you like some coffee?
No thanks, Annabelle.
Well, what is it?
Open it and see.
You sure?
I'm interrupting your meal, I know. I'm sorry.
Well, Paul was finding it very boring anyway.
Oh, Hannah.
Truth will out. Paul doesn't know it yet, but we're going to discuss employing a cleaner so that I can get out of the house and lead some sort of life of my own. Or maybe have time to concoct such delicacies as trout and almonds in butter sauce.
Oh.
Well, you did mention your favourite shirt was serving 6 months with George Jackson.
A white shirt, Anna. Just what I wanted.
Get the feeling I'm not wanted.
Do you?
Think I'll pop round and see your mate and then blow, eh?
Worried about him, are you?
Oh, aye, yeah. His health's a vital concern to me.
You couldn't give him no keys.
You can't see it, can you?
What?
You two signed statements. You put the finger on Victor.
Yeah.
Well, Victor isn't going to put his hand up, is he? He'll plead not guilty.
So?
So you're my star witness, sunshine. Look after yourself. See you in court.